Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. It is nearly 10 o'clock in the morning here in New Zealand. It is Monday morning, and I've got an interesting show lined up to you. There's a guy out there at the moment trying to destroy evidence about Trage Technologies, and I've got recordings of him telling people to destroy the videos, destroy the evidence. Well, it's too late. We've already had Mars Honda Henderson delete 3 months worth of videos, thinking that she will actually be able to cover her tracks by destroying the evidence. I'm just going to play a little clip to give you an idea of what you're going to be intrigued to. Now, this is the part I should be stretching out the video for so you can get to hear. But if you're in a hurry, I just want you to hear this critical bit of information.
Please let anyone that's in Trage in the United States tell them to take down their Trage YouTube video. I think we've done enough work in terms of exposing the company and sharing with people what a phenomenal opportunity this is. There's some good news coming down the way, so just be patient, you guys. Trage is returning back based on my resources.
Right, so that voice is actually the voice of Sean Tillery. I can't even say his last name correct, but my apologies to him. Now, the interesting thing, what I've done this morning, and this is why I went up at the crack of dawn, this whole video is really about my disgust on the tactics that these scammers who promote these opportunities to you use to exit so they don't get in trouble. They claim that they are doing their best to keep you informed. They claim that the company's still going. This guy actually said that they have proof that the company is still running. These cease and desist letters that you're looking at are hosted on government websites. He's alleging that one of our Avengers, the captain, Eletise Mincey, has actually forged these documents and managed to upload them to the government website. He's also insinuated that these documents aren't worth the screen they're written on because they haven't been signed by the officials. He said he asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT told him that if the document's not signed, it's worthless. But these documents are copies, because I asked ChatGPT the same question, and I said, would the original documents be served to the people who claim to be the company owners, and would they be signed? And ChatGPT said, more than likely. So if you have a look at these two cease and desist orders, one's from Texas. This is the longest cease and desist letter I've ever seen, 18 pages. And you can see that it's about Trage Technologies Limited. So would you be curious to why would Sean be telling people it's business as normal, I have proof that they're still trading? These are questions that we will answer in this video. So first of all, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a bit of gloating. This is my website, and this is destroy the evidence. And then I say, we've collected. No, sorry, destroy the evidence, but we, the Avengers, have collected the evidence. So in this blog, which is in the description of this video, you can go in there and you can go to after every YouTube video that has been put on the internet to promote Trage Technologies. And in here, you can come down, you can watch YouTube shorts, and you can see all the links to all the videos. We've covered our tracks quite nicely here, haven't we? We have. We've also got all the names of all the people that I have seen in Trage Zoom meetings, and we've put them into this blog. And that means if you search for your name on the internet in a week, you will find your name coming up in the search results associated to the Trage Technology scam. If you are mistaken, then you shouldn't have been in there is a contact us button, and you can reach out to me and tell me your story and tell me why you don't think that you should be in here. Now, just for shits and giggles, let's just read the first paragraph of this so you know exactly what I'm getting at.
The Trage Technologies platform has been heavily promoted across YouTube by individuals and groups pushing it as a legitimate investment opportunity. But make no mistake, this is yet another scam designed to siphon money from unsuspecting investors. We have carefully archived a collection of promotional videos from these channels, so if any individuals think they can erase their involvement simply by taking down videos, they should think again. Deleting the entire channel is the only way to truly remove this digital footprint. Below is a comprehensive list of all the Trage Tech promotional videos we've documented. Each link represents a video that, at one point, was used to endorse, advertise, or promote this fraudulent scheme.
Yeah, so let me give you an example. So obviously, Sean Tillery, that photo is actually been digitally cleaned up. The only thumbnail that we have of him is literally the size of your thumbnail, and we put it into AI. That is the only evidence that we have of this guy that seems to claim to be a leader. Now, yesterday, I'm going to show you some of the footage from yesterday, but first I just wanted to show you another YouTuber who has thought it would be a good idea to delete all their videos, and that is Mars Honda Henderson. Well, I can't even hit the straight line here. So Mars Honda, we actually managed to publicize her home address, and she put a video out here, which is down here, claiming that she's a victim. And she said that I told people to go around there and do grievous bodily harm to her. And she said I could potentially get raped. And I never said anything to the like. In fact, I told people that if they want her home address, reach out to me and I'll give you her home address and you can go around there and ask her for the commission that she would have received for promoting you into the Ponzi scheme. If you go into her videos, she is a rampant YouTuber. She posts videos nearly every day. But the last video that you can see here was 12 days ago when she was asking people to pray for her. Over here, you've got Crypto Made Easy, how to diversify your crypto portfolio in seconds with XBR, another Ponzi scheme. Anyway, that was 2 months ago. So why is there a massive gap? Because she thought she would delete all the videos to do with trades trying to cover her tracks. Well, we have these videos and we certainly are making it hard for these people to cover up their tracks. The other exciting one, and I've got the chat room open, I'm currently dealing with a family. Smell bad scam. Oh, good. Hello, Susie. I haven't been. I'm not going to ignore the chat room today. Susie's got a wee smile because she likes my thumbnail, and this one here, Susie will probably ask you a few questions, and you can, if you want to reach out to me and tell me about your scam directly, you can do so on my WhatsApp channel. Well, to me, there's my contact details, or go to dehek.com. So I wanted to share a funny experience before we listen to those recordings. There's a couple of things that we can do. First of all, we can telephone Sean and say good day. You're saying, why is Danny saying that? Well, let's see if I can bring up my phone on the screen. And I have got that completely wrong. So let's go and see if I can bring up, oops, I hit the wrong button here. 1 second, please, caller. I'll just make sure I shut down the right one. Yes, I need to bring up the right screen. Right, and I have done that now. So we've had a bit of fun with AI, and we've actually managed to, I did the painful exercise of getting AI to listen to nearly all of the 18 pages of the cease and desist letter for Sean Tillery. And that means that I can ask AI some questions. So I can literally ring up Sean now and have a conversation with him. G'day, Sean. How are you doing today?
Hi there. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How can I assist you today?
Well, we did a video a couple of days ago and we interviewed you. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember the interview we did a couple of days ago. It was a pleasure to be a part of the video.
Oh, you're awesome. Well, I don't know if it really was a pleasure. And the reason I'm saying that is it looks like someone who actually seems to look very much like you set up a YouTube handle on the same day and has told us if I were you, I would like to lawyer up. Was that you, Sean?
I can assure you that I had no part in creating or operating a YouTube channel, and I am not the individual who made those comments suggesting legal action. It is unfortunate that someone may be attempting to impersonate me on YouTube, and I will take appropriate steps to address it. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
That's all right, Sean. We're just going to have a look at this account here. And if we look at the about part, my head's not in the way. I'll just move me out of the way. You can see that this YouTube subscriber was actually set up on the 10th of November. And then they posted a message I'm going to read, which is quite funny. So we'll just go back to that. So you sure it wasn't you, Sean? Are you sure that you didn't set up a fake YouTube account so you could comment called Robert Fisher?
Yes, I am positive that I did not create a fake YouTube account under the name Robert Fisher. It's important to consider the credibility. I have no control over the actions or comments made by individuals on social media platforms. I would encourage anyone who encounters any accounts or comments that impersonate me to report them to the platform, as impersonation violates most platforms' terms of service and can result in account suspension. It is important to report and address such behavior in order to prevent further harm or deceptive actions.
Excellent, Sean. Oh, I believe you. Just so you know the exact comment that was posted, so you can report this to the authorities, this is it.
If I were you, I would lawyer up.
I understand. Thank you for providing the specific comment that was made. If you have any further information about the individual making the comment or the account associated with it, such as screenshots or a link to the YouTube channel, etc., it will be helpful in addressing the situation. Additionally, please report the account to YouTube for violating their terms of service and impersonating me.
Excellent. Well, Crypto G made a comment back to the person for you. I'll let you listen to that now. Here it goes.
Sure, please go ahead and play the comment from Crypto G.
Interesting coming from someone who has only been a YouTube member for 55 minutes and the comments 2 minutes after. Why are you hiding your ID?
It sounds like Crypto G is addressing the fact that the individual who left the comment about me lawyering up has just joined YouTube and made their comment only a few minutes after joining the platform. Additionally, the commenter appears to be hiding their identity by not disclosing their profile information. Crypto G appears to be questioning the motives and credibility of the individual who made the comment.
Yeah, and I can sort of tell about the phrase and the way he said that, lawyer up. It's sort of an American way of saying things. Hey, I'm going to read my reply. So tell me what you think of this. It's in 2 parts.
For a start, you are definitely not me. In fact, I would relish the opportunity. With all due respect, you're literally talking nonsense and have no idea what you're discussing. You clearly don't understand the law and lack experience on the matter. Once again, we can provide overwhelming evidence to counter the unfounded comment you just made. See here, https://u-tube/hvk_MBA5WW8. The last time something like this happened, I won a landmark case in New Zealand. I have the best lawyers in New Zealand. For reference, check out my legal team here, https://www.defamationlawyers.co.nz. See what happened to the last guy who tried to go down this road. Stephen Mikola faced a scathing judgment from the judge, who ordered him to pay $27,500 to cover my legal costs. Download the PDF judgment here.
There you go. That's the first part.
It sounds like you've given a thorough and assertive response to the individual who made the comment about you lawyering up. You provide evidence that it was not you who created the YouTube account and offered to provide overwhelming evidence to counter their unfounded statements. You also mentioned...
I certainly did. I'm going to interrupt you there, and I'm just going to carry on reading.
In the court judgment delivered by Associate Judge Paulson on August 17, 2023, in the New Zealand High Court, Stephen Andrew James Mikola, the US-based CEO in the finance and investment sector, brought a $3.8 million defamation claim against me, Danny de Hek, first defendant, and Danny de Hek Limited, second defendant. McKellar alleged that I had posted defamatory YouTube videos about him. Read the full story of the landmark victory here.
That's cool. And the last paragraph, I'll just keep going with that.
To put it simply, a scammer always cries lawyer but rarely wants to go to court because they only end up exposing themselves. Sean hides he doesn't even have a face to the name. He's a coward and a scammer who just got away with a whole lot of commission money from idiots who don't understand the law. Now he's going to try to string you along claiming he's a hero when he'll be shaking at his knees. Think about it. 2 states have issued cease and desist orders, and someone is advising that the company is still active and will continue running fake arbitrage trading with no proof. How would a judge view that? Use your brain and stop investing in multiple marketing scams.
It sounds like you continued in your response to express your successful legal victories against individuals who have tried to defame or scam you. You mentioned that scammers often cry lawyer, but rarely follow through with legal action because it exposes their fraudulent behavior. You also call out the individual who made the comment, criticizing them for not having a face to their name and for being a scammer who profited from idiots who don't understand the law. You further mention cease and desist orders issued by 2 states against the company and question the credibility of their trading claims without proof. The message appears to be directed at warning others about potential scams.
That's right. You're right on the money there, mate. You're doing well. Hey, look, I'm going to leave you to it for a little bit. I'm going to listen to some recordings of yours. I'm also going to show people Eletise Mincey's YouTube channel where he's actually gone after you personally. And he's certainly done a good job. He's got 2 new videos out today, and I will listen to them later on. But what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to show our initial conversation that we had before all this saga started, because I've actually talked to you on the phone before. Did you realize that, Sean?
Yes, I do remember speaking with you on the phone prior to this saga starting. It was good to have a conversation with you then, and it's also good to discuss things further now. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my recordings and check out Eletise Mincey's YouTube channel. I'm interested to know your thoughts after you've had the chance to review those resources.
Excellent. Oh, well, let's play the very first interaction I had with Sean, and I have got his phone number if you are looking for it. Just reach out to me and I'll tell you that. But this is the first conversation I had with Sean.
Pretty good.
Good.
Hey, Danny.
Yep.
You?
Yeah, not too good, but I can hear you.
Sure, let's play the recording of your first interaction.
Yes, I can hear you.
I look forward to hearing how it
I
went.
just found your YouTube channel and I see that you're
Yes,
promoting this.
it's all right. I can hear you too. How can I assist you?
Trage.
Is it?
Trage Technologies.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why are you doing that for, mate?
Huh?
Why are you promoting that one?
Why am I? Did you watch the video?
Well, yeah, and there's no proof of anything. It's just another, smoke and mirrors. We've got no proof of anything. Trust us, sort of opportunity.
Well, here's the thing, sir. You're in New Zealand, right?
That's right.
Okay. I'm in San Diego, right? You don't know me from a can of paint, and I don't know you, right?
Oh, I've done a wee bit of research.
So here's the thing. Okay, so watch this. What's your name, sir? What's your name?
Danny. I think you know who I am. Danny de Hek.
Okay, Danny. Okay, Danny. Okay. You don't know me, and have you tried to register? Have you done your due diligence like I've done my due diligence?
That's why I'm ringing you. And also I'm well aware of Boomerang and similar. I mean, you can just keep talking to me, mate, and tell me it's not a scam, but you've got no proof. It's not registered.
Okay, guess what then? Then guess what? Then there's no need for me to discuss anything with you. I'm not here to debate anything with anybody, you or anybody else.
Network?
Okay?
What happened with your wealth builders network?
What?
What happened with your wealth builders network? Your educational services?
What does it matter who happened to? What matter does it happen? What matter what happens with it? It's my business. I own it. It's my business.
What a business to own.
I decided not to do. I decided not to move forward with it. Personally. So it's my business. I spent
scam?
I spent $2.5 million. I spent $2.5 million designing my software, and I got tired. So that's it.
And now you're promoting.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. Okay, bye.
Now you're promoting a scam. So you can see that was our first interaction with him. I didn't really know who he was, but he's a key player in this Ponzi scheme, multi-level marketing promotion. And I think it would only be fair for me to play all these 4 videos. Now, it is going to be about 12 minutes worth of stuff. And I think it's well worthwhile because you need to understand the dirty, disgusting tactics that this guy uses to keep his community at bay so they don't go after him. Now, he said that he was in San Diego. So why don't you if you're in San Diego, go to your local police station and report this guy. We don't know where he lives. We do have his phone number, but I'm sure the right government agents would be able to track his phone numbers. Don't you destroy your phone numbers now, Sean, and find where he is. We have 2 phone numbers for him, and obviously I've been talking to him on the phone in the past, so we know they actually are him. They'll be able to track the phone numbers, the billing records, and they'll be able to locate this guy and potentially get your commission money back before he spends it on another holiday. One of these videos is actually him having a holiday, lapping up the good lifestyle. This guy would be loaded with money, and you could potentially get your money back if you went after him. So that might entice you. If you need any help, remember we do have a website and we do show you how to actually get that money back from people. And I will show you that now in case you think, because everything that we say, we do try our very best to back it up with actual hard evidence. So this is my website, dehek.com. That's not loading in a hurry. There it is. And if you go down on here, you'll see how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams. So don't feel that you have to wait in these Telegram groups or these WhatsApp groups before the leader that got you into it gets you out of it. It's just a lie. How to report these crimes. In here, you will find ways to report throughout the whole United States. Australia, Brazil, Canada, Europe, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Sri Lanka, New Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, Vietnam, and also we give you tips on how to present a case. There's PDF files on how to put things together. This is where these government warnings come from. There's no way in hell, there's no way in hell that Mr. Mincey, as he says, would have been able to forge these government documents. I mean, have you ever heard of anything so silly? Well, maybe you haven't heard of anything silly, but I want you to really listen to these recordings. And these recordings are available to any government agency that's going after this guy. Just reach out to me on dehek.com and I'll forward them on to you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Sean Tillery. Woke up this morning, phone was ringing and a lot of phone calls. And I went through and I checked my WhatsApp and I had got a response from Simon. It's basically saying that they are working on a solution. Just be patient. It'll be a little while longer.
Now, Simon was meant to be a promoter of the event, and in the state of California cease and desist, Mike Holloway and Simon Lee were actually mentioned in that say. So I was actually quite interested in that. I didn't pick up on that when I did this video the other day. But yeah, Simon's not part of the management team theoretically. He was theoretically part of the marketing. He was the head marketing guy, so I heard.
Those are paraphrasing, but that's exactly what he said. So the good news, again, you guys, is this. Remember, whatever the company is going through, they're not at liberty to speak in detail because maybe they were told not to do anything just yet. But the fact that I got a response from Mr. Simon Lee is phenomenal news. So be encouraged to be patient. For those of you that don't know, the money is still being traded. I can confirm that. And they have a bunch of money.
Okay, so he just said money is still being trading because this platform was alleged to be doing arbitrage trading, and that was how they was generating the money and the returns. Well, that's what they say, but the fact is this is a Ponzi scheme. They're using new investor money to pay old investors to keep the scheme going as long as they can. Now, he's just made a very amazing statement there. He said they are still trading, and he's got proof of that. Well, show us the proof that they're still trading if you're going to make such outrageous claims. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence, as Rob Woolley would say when making such statements.
Everybody's money is secure. Okay, don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I would ask him to mortgage his house just as a guarantee if he believes that everyone's money is secure.
There's a gentleman that is essentially, I think his name is Mincey, and
I'm just going to rephone up Rena. G'day, mate. Just going to play this recording that you listened to the other night, and within this recording, he gets really personal. Well, you get really personal, and you say some really cruel things to another human. And I want you to listen to those words, and I want you to tell me what you think about people who speak to other humans in this manner. Are you okay with that?
I'm sorry if I said some things that came across as cruel in that recording. I don't believe it is acceptable to speak to other humans in a disrespectful or hurtful manner. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect and kindness, and harmful or hurtful language is not okay. I understand the impact that words can have on others, and it's important to choose our words carefully and communicate in a respectful and considerate way. I apologize if I failed to do that in the recording.
Okay, so I'm going to play the recording again, and then you can give me your thoughts on it. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. You can go ahead and play the recording again, and I will reflect on my previous comments. And he is making false accusations and statements regarding Trage and definitely about me. He has a vendetta against me, I think, because I told him that he was an idiot, because he sounds like an idiot. It's because he is an idiot. His mother should have not even had him. It was a mistake. He was an actual birth defect. It's just crazy to me that someone would sit there and make up lies and do other things that are not legitimate. So I'm looking at doing an investigation. I understand that you feel strongly about the situation and the false statements that have been made. However, it is not appropriate to make personal attacks or disrespectful comments about someone, no matter how strongly you feel about the situation. Making derogatory comments about someone's character or background only serves to escalate tension and create further conflict. Whoa, hold on. It isn't appropriate to say such cruel things about someone. Everyone deserves respect, regardless of their actions. And it is certainly not okay to make false accusations or spread lies. Making negative comments about someone's existence or their family is absolutely unacceptable. Instead, it is important to communicate your concerns in a
Well, there you go. You heard it from Sean himself. Anyway, let's go and listen to this recording.
This individual, I got some top tier lawyers to go take a look at his practices.
So, making unsubstantiated claims. I've got some top tier lawyers going to look at his business. He's a YouTuber. He exposes scammers and he gives advice for people who want to trade with real crypto. It's not rocket science, it's the hex science. So, if I was going to make claims like I did previously about having top tier lawyers, I would at least name the lawyer company that are top tier, and I'd even give a website address where people could potentially reach out to them and ask the questions. Now, my lawyers are actually called defamationlawyers.co.nz, and they are literally the top lawyers in New Zealand for fighting defamation cases. And they won my case. We got the company filed a discontinuance. They were trying to sue me and my company for $3.8 million. They failed. They got a scolding by the judge. Hey, look, don't put words out there that you're not willing to back up, Sean. Top tier lawyers? Okay, great. Just like you set up a fake account on my YouTube account and made a comment saying, you better lawyer up. These are all kiddie playground sort of children's way of dealing with people's real money who have lost money. If you have lost money and you've used Sean or any of his associates, make sure you do file against them. Go and fill out the paperwork. Go to your local police station. Tell people you've been scammed. This is not an investment opportunity. This was a get-rich-quick opportunity. You were provided advice from a person that is not a registered financial advisor. There is no proof of Sean Tillery being a financial registered advisor. Did he advise you on how to spend your money? Did he advise you how to put your crypto into this platform?
Of terms of misleading people, he's doing that. And also there's someone in this group, whoever you are, we're going to find out who you are. I promise you that, what gets back to him will get back to me the same exact way. I promise you that. But they're leaking information about what we're doing here. Now, if you are in the state of Texas, you should not be in here. I would say, listen to what the cease and desist says. The one that's issued for the state of California, it is not even a cease and desist order. The referral link that was posted, it was an uploaded document from this individual. He uploaded it and laid it out and formatted it as if it was an actual order. He copied it from somewhere else and basically wrote it up as if it was the case. He simply filed a complaint. Okay, he filed a complaint. It has not been assigned a case number at all whatsoever, nor has the company investigated the actual complaint. And now he's encouraging other people to file a complaint to join him in his assumption about what he believes Trage is and what Trage is supposed to be, which he says it's a Ponzi. Okay.
Isn't that incredible? He's trying to move the blame onto a YouTuber who's going after him. It's like saying, hey, look at me over here, but now I'm over here because I'm blaming him. He's the guy that did it all. He's the guy that brought down a company that allegedly has got $90 million worth of money to do fake arbitrage trading in. He wrote one letter, uploaded it to a government website, and now all of a sudden he's responsible for you losing your money. It's not me who got you into it. That's what he's saying.
We all believe that. You're not even part of the company, so how do you even know? So, with that being said, the good news overall, that Simon did respond to me, or he left me a message this morning that they are working on a solution, you guys, and just be encouraged and maintain your faith, and we'll be back up and running before you know it, with the exception to the state of Texas, just in case someone says that I'm saying something that, Texas has been approved. Well, they're going to be addressing that too, I was told. So thank you guys so very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.
So absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Look, we got a couple of messages when we did yesterday's, or not yesterday, but probably the day before's video. There's a few people on the Telegram group talking about our video, which is very good. Thank you, Kate YDY. I'm not very good at reading, but I'll give it a go, just in case you are not very good at reading. Taking someone's real audio and then in between the real audio, creating an AI avatar to pretend Sean was on the phone or presenting during the interview is deceptive, unethical manipulation of the public. Create further damage. Sir, the community, fraud, impression, bullying, cyber harassment, identity theft, emotional distress, etc. No matter the situation with Trage or Trage being offline, this was deceptive. This is not my battle, but it's worth the community knowing that this interview was not Sean interviewing. The conversation is now over, as I do not want to engage in this any further. This was after I got kicked out of the group yesterday, because I actually posted a message in there saying, oh, have you heard Sean's interview? Now, if you can look at the phone right now, I never said in that interview that this was the real Sean. In fact, the reason I have my phone on the screen is because if you look at the phone above it, you can see, now just stay there, Sean, don't say anything. I'll put you on mute. That will shut you up. Now, if you look at the top of the phone there, you can see Character AI. And Character AI.
Say anything while you continue.
Oh, thanks, Sean. Sean doesn't speak to people this politely. let's try it. Oh, no, I won't try it. It's going to tell him some rude words, but I don't want to ruin the rating of this video. So above the picture of Sean, you can actually see character.ai. So that's total transparency. And also along the way in the conversation, if you listen to it, which they probably haven't, Sean actually comes out and says, I am an AI model. So that's just ridiculous. So I weren't trying to be deceptive, but the fact that they're actually looking at this is actually making me laugh. And there was another comment too, which I'll bring in here. And what did it say? I haven't even read this comment, I'll be honest. So it says, no, let's just make it so it can move Sean out of the way. There we go. Maybe it was a reply at the start with beginner. I don't know. Actually, no, what you were watching was a YouTuber playing back the recordings of Sean Tillery, she spelled it wrong, which have been shared by Sean in different trade groups. This YouTuber then took those recordings and used an avatar with his likeness. Well, it's a picture of Sean, of Sean over the Chat GPT bot and asked questions. Well, I didn't use ChatGPT. Oh, actually, I did to generate the questions at the end. So, yes, I did generate 10 questions at the end of our interview. Actually, what I did is I got him to read the cease and desist order. I got the cease and desist order to be read out loud with my computer, and I got Sean as the AI to listen to it so he was fully understand what I was talking about when I asked questions. Instead of looking to discredit the YouTuber, discredit the information at hand that suggested Trage rug pull ran off with the money. Now, I'm not reading that very good, so my apologies on that. But basically, I think that was somebody trying to stick up for me. So thank you. But I don't need to stick it up for, it's fine. It's just quite interesting, the lengths that these YouTubers go to. Now, for full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go back to these recordings. These recordings have not been manipulated by me. The only thing that I have done is I decided to make it less boring and get Sean to be in a AI model that I've got and his answer how he felt about these recordings. And that was a bit of fun. But the next 4 or 5 recordings that I've got, I've actually rung Sean twice. This was me ringing Sean just last night, and he won't answer his phone. Hello, Sean. It's Danny de Hek. Just wouldn't mind interviewing you in regards to your statement about Trage Technology having a cease and desist order that was forged by a YouTuber. We would love to know your side of the story and why you may have made such claims. So I rang both his phone numbers, left 2 messages on the answer machine, and have heard nothing back. So I am kind of an investigative journalist, and I do want to get to the bottom of my story, and I do want the accurate truth. Now, he's made claims that people's money is safe. He's made claims that they are still trading, and he said he had proof of this. Any good investigative journalist would go to the source of the information and ask for, how can you provide proof that Trage Technologies is still doing AI trading? And I would be really interested to know, what proof did you have originally that the AI trading they were claiming they're doing was actually happening, other than the only video I've seen was a 320 DPI video that you couldn't even see the trades, and it was on their own software. It wasn't on the real exchanges as I saw. Anyway, let's go to video number 2.
Everyone, this is Sean Tillery. I want to let you guys know that we are actually investigating the letter that was sent to the state of California in regards to a cease and desist. I believe, and also a lawyer I'm working with believe, that it's phony. It's
okay, I'm working with Danny de Hek, the lawyer company, such and such, and he says, is what I would be saying rather than a lawyer. A lawyer, you don't make stupid claims like I'm working with a lawyer if you aren't willing to name them. I showed you my website address of my lawyers, and I showed you a real case that was in the High Court of New Zealand to back up what I was saying. But you're here. I watch Judge Judy. I watch every friggin' case of Judge Judy. I wish she was my mother. In fact, she would be awesome if she was my mother. But she literally would say that's hearsay.
not a valid There on that website, it provides a person the opportunity to file a complaint. The person that filed the complaint wrote it up as if it was supposed to be a cease and desist. If you look at the link, it says upload. So that lets you know that it was a person that submitted information in a form of a complaint, but structured the document as if it's supposed to be a cease and desist.
So what he's alleging there, that is Eletise Mincey was committing fraud. He created a fraudulent document impersonating a government agent and then uploaded it to a government website. And then he's telling you to ignore it on what evidence? I mean, have you ever heard of a scammer trying to cover his tracks as much as that? I've done this video once before, but I just have to do it again because I cannot believe the lengths that these people will go or the claims. Now, I tell you, he cannot stop me doing these videos. He cannot stop me playing his recordings. I cannot stop him either unless the governments will go after this guy. We will give them all these videos. We'll give them his phone numbers. Hopefully they'll be able to find where he lives. They'll find his family, anything they need to do to locate where he is. Then he would be stopped. But the honest truth of it is, you had Joseph Tran. Joseph Tran was promoting Trage Technologies. He was claiming he's making $450 a day. I've heard of people making $40,000 a day. Anyway, the very next day when Trage Technologies theoretically had their computers seized, we don't know whether that's an exit strategy or whether they really did, because we got a notification from the company itself saying that Hong Kong and American officials seized their server from their server room, well, not their server room, but the one they were hosting it on, when they were meant to be hosting it on 7 different continents for virtual amazing backup, as they claimed. But one server out, the whole company goes down. Now, my point is that these companies make, I don't know what I was going to say then, but they shouldn't. I've actually forgot exactly what I was going to say. They make extraordinary claims anyway. I better carry on. I've forgotten what I was going to say.
The document is not signed.
So they were saying that the documents was not signed, but what they were saying is their servers were taken. We don't know if that's actually true or all part of an exit strategy. I think I got myself there at the end.
According to ChatGPT and a lawyer that I spoke with, it needs to be signed. So it is actually bogus. We're going to get it.
So we discussed this in our last video. Yes, it does need to be signed, but the online copy is obviously just a copy, you idiot. Get a new lawyer. And the copies that would have been delivered, if they got delivered to the right people, if they did have real addresses, if they did really exist, if let's find the fake CEO and all this sort of carry on, then they would have been signed. And ChatGPT backed that up as well, Sean. So what sort of lawyer would advise somebody if they're not signed, they're not legit? A ChatGPT lawyer?
Response tomorrow, hopefully from that department, but based on what I'm looking at, what we're understanding, it's not even a valid cease and desist, which is good. So with that being said,
news to hand, Eletise Mincey just sent me a message, and he said he got a letter from Texas saying they were not involved in they call it stacking of the servers, probably collecting. So this is actually a really good valid point, is that like I say the Avengers got a letter from Texas who wrote that cease and desist letter, and they said that they had no involvement in actually seizing the computers, the servers. So when we got an official letter from the company saying that government and Hong Kong officials actually come and seize their computers, there's no actual real proof of that. And I remember when I said that to Rob Worley, he came back to me and he said, well, have you got any proof that that's the case? And I said, no, we don't actually. And it would be likely that they would use any excuse. So they didn't take the servers, is what they said. So that's pretty cool. And that's, and you, Captain, I've got to call it, I can't pronounce his first name. I'm so sorry, mate. But we call him Captain now because Danny can't pronounce his first name. But he's writing me messages in the chat room at the moment. They're going across the top so you can read them as well. But they said that they didn't take the servers. It would be something they don't do these days anyway. I think that's kind of old-fashioned. I think with anything they would go to, Amazon S3 and say, look, you've got a customer using your services. Can you please disable the DNS so that the server? I used to own a server. I used to pay $2,500 a month to have a server. It's a lot of hassle. You don't do that sort of stuff these days. You don't have your own servers. You basically lease space of Amazon S3, and that's how it works. But anyway, let's get back to the video. But it's all a load of bullshit. And the claims and the accusations he's making to a Telegram group with 2,800 people in it is just extraordinary.
Please let anyone that's in Trage in the United States tell them to take down their Trage YouTube video. I think we've done enough work in terms of exposing the company and sharing with people what a phenomenal opportunity this is. There's some good news coming down the way, so just be patient, you guys. Trage is returning back based on my resources.
So his resources, what are they? Who are they? Come on, put your name out there would be the thing to do. And also at the beginning of this video, I showed you that we have actually got all the YouTube video links. We've put them all into a blog. If you go into the description of this video that you're watching right now, you'll see that there's links to the name and shame list. Everyone that I've seen in a Trage promotional Zoom meeting, I have your name. If you search for your name, you will come up on my website. When you search Google for your name, you will come up in Google search results in a week's time, because I just put the blog on about half an hour ago, and you'll be associated with Trage Technologies. So there's no point going to deleting all your YouTube videos. We have all the links and everything. So it's just ridiculous. But the fact that they're telling you to delete, destroy the evidence is just absolutely shocking. Hence the thumbnail of this video.
Okay, just be patient. Don't do nothing ignorant. The company is going through an audit. They want to make sure everything is compliant, and we're waiting for that to be completed. Okay, and then secondly, I have another request, but I won't do this until afterwards. But just note that everything is doing well. I am in communications with the executive staff. The information that I'm giving everyone is based on what the company had requested him to give to me to give to you. Okay, so all information collected by the end of this week, close of business. This is make it 9:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That gives people ample time to get it done. Please have everyone submit it. It's to help burden the IT staff to use the information to help just do some checks and balances. If you don't know what it is, I think they have enough information to figure it out, but this is what they're asking, okay? Thank you guys so very much. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.
So that was ridiculous. So what they've got is they've got a Google Docs form where you can fill out information about what you theoretically think you are owed or how much you've put in. You need to put your affiliate ID in and also something else, I think your username. And a lot of that information people wouldn't have even kept. And the fact that they want you to use a Google Doc forms, honestly, the security of giving somebody more data about yourself would be risky in the first place. And let alone, why doesn't the company go into these Zoom meetings and address the nation? Why do they rely on people like Sean that got people into this shit to, do all the dirty work for them? Why does Sean not come out on video? Why does he hide behind a thumbnail that we had to use AI to clean up? Why is this mystery man hiding? Can't wait till the authorities catch up with you, Sean. And no doubt you're trying to cover your tracks and you're trying to exit out of Trage Technology. I don't know why you just don't start promoting another one. We just got a message from Joseph Tran this morning, basically going on about the next scam that he's been promoting. And I probably will actually can't help myself, but I have to go and find that. So I'm just going to show you something interesting. When you click on Sean, you'll see that we have information, other scams that he's been promoting over the years. But when you click on Ponzi schemes and scams, you go into Trage Technologies. And in Trage Technologies, we have marketers. And in the marketers, we have, these are the people. We managed to find the real, you remember the Game Changer? Well, we managed to find his real name and also photo on LinkedIn. So this is the Game Changers, real details and photo. So if you're looking for him, you'll be able to go to, if you're a government department, I'm pretty sure you'd have the rights to go to LinkedIn and demand that you get given that information. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted. So you get, once again, these databases are currently got 2 government agencies who have full access to my database here. And that's what we're doing. So you go to Trage Technologies. Next thing you want to do is you want to go into the marketers that I've got on file. I'm sure there's many more. You want to go into Joseph Tan's. In here, we've got screenshots. And here's Joseph just today promoting, pushing this out. Bitfoot pre-sale live. Now, they reckon that they've sold, done a pre-sale. Now, the last time I was, somebody was trying to take me to court was because they were doing a pre-sale of a token. They claimed that it was going to be listed at $25 a token. They listed it, they told everyone they could participate in the pre-sale and buy the token for $15. 11,000 people participated. 41 people reached out to me and told me they lost over $1 million. But when they launched this token on market day, even though they said they were going to launch it at $25, they launched it at $5. Within 24, 48 hours, it was worth nothing. Everyone lost all their money. And that's why I started doing videos to expose, these pre-sales. So here's Joseph Tan out there promoting Bitfoot pre-sale live. And he said, we just crossed 800K in the foot pre-sale. Only 250K left. They said that would sell in minutes and seconds. And it looks like it's taken a lot longer than minutes and seconds. But I'm just amazed that people buy into this stuff. The Bigfoot. And then he's got a link to a YouTube video all about it. So this guy, here he is last week promoting Trage Technologies. And I've got videos of him and telling me, talking to me directly. I've got all the evidence. So how can he jump out of the frying pan into the fire? Well, was he already in the fire? Who knows? But we've got information about these guys, and that's what I'm getting at. So if I go back to Ponzi schemes and scams, we've got him now. We've got him under Bigfoot and all our Trage Technologies. We go back to marketers. We go back to Sean here. We go back into the recordings, and we'll listen to the second. Oh yes, there's also Paul Albertus. All these people are living in America. 65, I think, about 65% of people that were associated with either promoting or purchasing Trage Technologies were actually based in America, which is friggin' amazing for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and the Avengers, because we know I'm going to a fraud crime summit on Wednesday. I'm heading there to Australia, and there's going to be 150 different delegates from around the world. What do you think I'm going to show them? My database? When I get an opportunity to speak, if I do in a group, in a session, I'm going to tell them I have a database of all these criminals that are running these online Zoom. The guy that invited me to attend the convention or the summit, his job is traveling around the world and storming these call centers that are doing these criminal frauds. That's what his job is. So I'm going to introduce him to all the people in the Zoom meetings. I'm going to show him all the names of all the people I have. I'm going to show them all the links to all the Zoom meetings. And I reckon we can truly make a difference. We have made a difference. We're just going to make a bigger difference. And if you think deleting your videos is going to save you, Sean, you got the next thing coming. Paul is Canadian, but he has been known to be in Dubai part-time as he's traveled to New York and LA recently. I think I'm going to put that on the top. I think Susie in there. How you doing? I think the percentage went up to over 90% in the final days as they really pushed Trage tech on people. Yeah, we got a contact of one guy who actually rang me back while I was doing a live, and we managed to grab his phone number and everything. And he was allegedly making $40,000 a day. Isn't that just incredible? All right, let's listen to the next recording.
Hey, you guys, I want you guys to know that, number one, Trage is working on it. I spoke to a person today from the executive team. There has not been any order to prevent the company from continuing to operate. There are the 2 C&Ds, one in Texas, one in San Diego or California, and they told me that they're working on it. So we have to wait for the outcome for that. Do know all funds that have been invested in Trage are safe. Okay, so they didn't abscond with your money. The company is still interacting with.
Now, that is an extraordinary claim. All money that is invested in Trage Technology is safe. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence, Sean. So what proof have you got that everyone's money is safe? When we look at the crypto wallet addresses that were mentioned in the cease and desist letter, the money has all been lifted out of these, potentially by the scammers themselves. Why are they moving the money around? To protect it, hide it? And if they haven't done anything wrong, what are they afraid of? So it is actually quite interesting. So Peter, I'm going to look up his name in a minute because I actually have his name on file somewhere here. All right, back to the recording. Good intel coming in on the chat room. Thank
directly. So I'm gonna give you guys those words of comfort, and we'll just have to wait to see what their action is. Also, do not forget about the initial public offering. That's another strategy. I don't know what the outcome may be on that, but it may be something that can help benefit us all anyway. So just keep your heads up and remain positive, and the company has not done anything wrong. As far as I'm concerned, this is all just assumptions that the company has walked away with people's money, which is not the case.
That is assumptions that the company has walked away with people's money. That is not the case. Can you get your money is the question. And it just goes on and on and on, this sort of stuff. I did want to bring up, while we can, I just want to see if I can bring up this guy, Peter. Because if you do have any, oh my goodness, I don't have any information on him. I must have put it somewhere else. Oh, that's what I do. How come I spelled his name wrong? Interesting. I'm going to see if I can actually open that up without opening that up. I think I just did open that up. But this is Peter. We do have, we better hide his phone number. We do have his home address, technically. We found his website and his business that he still operates today. Don't ask us how we found that. But this is Peter's website. It's goaskpete.com. This guy was allegedly making $40,000 a day from Trage Technologies. Now, I could be wrong with this identity, but I don't think I am. If you go to the Contact Us button on this website, you can see his address is mentioned there. This is public information because it's actually on his website. And it talks about how his experience and he works with entrepreneurs. So I'm only assuming that that is him. But that's his name and that's the person. So that's sort of what we do as the Avengers. We go after these individuals and we document the information that we can, and then we put it together so that when we give access to the files that you're looking at right now are actually, available for any government agent, news reporters, anyone that really wants to, fight these scammers. We have a database. These are the Americans that we have in the database, and I'm just looking for the photo of that guy. There he is. So if I put my cursor down here, I click on here, I now have a better photo of him, and I'll update it. So that's the guy that's meant to making $40,000 a day, we obviously have him associated with the Trage Technology scam. And in here, obviously, we're going to have the other marketers that you see. And now we're going to go back to Sean and carry on listening to his recordings, which hopefully will be at the same place as they were. So there we go. It's like a merry-go-round, isn't it?
Hey, you guys, I want you guys to know that, number one, Trage is working on it. I spoke to a person today from the executive team. There has not been any order to prevent the company from continuing to operate. There are the two C&Ds, one in Texas and one in San Diego or California.
So are you shitting me? There's been no order to tell the company not to trade. There's been two cease and desist cease and desist orders. Would you carry on running your business if you got two states of America telling you that you need to cease and desist? Is that not an order? Is that because they haven't been signed, Sean? I mean, what planet are you on?
And they told me that they're working on it. So we have to wait for the outcome for that. Do know all funds that have been invested in Trage are safe. Okay, so they didn't abscond with your money. The company is still interacting with myself directly. So
And that's not true, because the only person he talks about he's interacting with is Simon Lee. And Simon Lee is not part of the company theoretically. He's just one of the multi-level marketing bottom feeders of the world. So if he was communicating with the company directly, what's the network? I remember when Hyperverse was going through their problems, Keith Williams and Kalpesh Patel were saying, oh, we are communicating directly with the company. And then we found out afterwards, when it all got to the shit, they only had a Telegram group where they could chat together with them. It was ridiculous. These guys, if you're going to say you're communicating with the company, tell us how that actually happened. Was it on the phone? Did you go into a Zoom meeting? Whereabouts are the company leaders? Where are the CEOs? And why has the CEO got no digital footprint? Why did they switch out CEOs? All this sort of stuff. Where are all these people now? And why don't they look after their customers if this is legitimate? And this, you've been rug pulled, you've lost your money, you're not going to get your money back, you never get your money back from these scams. This is just a guy that's trying to save his own ass, and he needs to be stopped, arrested, and questioned.
I'll give you guys those words of comfort, and we'll just have to wait to see what their action is. Also, do not forget about the initial public offering. That's another strategy. I don't know what the outcome may be on that, but it may be something that can help benefit us all anyway. So just keep your heads up and remain positive, and the company has not done anything wrong as far as I'm concerned. This is all just assumptions that the company has walked away with people's money, which is not the case.
Well, the company's actually lied to people, Sean. I did not hear this, but I've heard this from hearsay, so Judge Judy wouldn't allow me to say it. But I heard that they had redundant computers. They had 7 data centers around the world, and they had redundancy, so they didn't have to worry about if their one server went down. Now, that's a lie if that's not the case. If they have made such extraordinary claims, why did one server that got confiscated take down the whole company? And as Elise said, why we don't have any proof that any government agent actually has taken their servers. And it doesn't make sense that they would have their servers taken. So this is all an exit strategy. The rug pulls happened. The company's taken over the money. None of these Ponzi schemes or scams outlast the distance. And if this guy, Sean, is not stopped, he will be on to the next one, just like we've proven that we don't know what Mars Honda's doing. She's still promoting Explore Run, which is still a Ponzi scheme, pump and dump scheme. It's all crypto-related shit, nothing to do with real crypto, which I'm not against, by the way. So these guys, Sean will just be off promoting another scam, just like he's done 5 previously, which I've got on his file. They'll just rinse and repeat, just like Joseph Tran and Paul Alberta. They just off promote the next scam straight away.
And we all know what happened with the cyber attack as well, and the fact that they confiscated the backup drives for the storage of the data of all the members. This has nothing to do with the servers. The servers were for redundancy, for trading, not for backup. But it probably would have been a good idea to have a backup server somewhere too as well. Maybe they'll learn their lesson and do something like that in the future once everything resumes to normal, hopefully and prayerfully. So just maintain your positiveness. Keep praying and make sure no one doesn't do anything stupid like file a complaint.
So the next thing he says is absolutely ridiculous. G'day, Thomas. Nice to see you here. Nice photo, mate. Looking good, mate. Now, just out of interest, the Texas cease and desist order that he's mentioned, they have 31 days to reply. The deadline will be tomorrow. So if they're going to reply, they've left it to the very last minute. But that's just a bit of useful information for you. So they will take action after the deadline. It's it isn't good news. No, it isn't good news, mate. Nice to have you here too, by the way. I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. You need to subscribe to chat in the chat box. So when I see you chatting in the chat box, I know you've subscribed. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. I don't want people to be scammed. I don't want people to lose their money. I'm not trying to boycott something that could come out good. I just know from my experience of doing this for the last 3 years that none of these opportunities ever recover the money. The only thing that you can do is go after your sponsor. And if your sponsor's living the high life and driving around in Land Rovers and living in a flash house, I can guarantee he's getting his money from other people like you that aren't strong enough to stand up for what they believe in. If you have been scammed, go after these guys. Go to my website, submit your information, tell me who your sponsor was. You may be surprised. Let's use Eletise Mincey as an example. That guy, 16 people have filed complaints about him. A sheriff, a local sheriff, a deputy, I think it was, in his local town, reached out to me, asking me if he knew anyone else that had been scammed by Eletise Mincey. Please let me know. He's trying to put a case towards the FBI. Now that guy he said he hasn't got a shit show. The FBI won't listen. Then I got an email recently saying that they have taken the case or something. I don't get all the information I want to tell you guys. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the government. I'm Danny de Hek, an individual who lives in New Zealand, trying to do my best to expose these scammers. But when we hear a constable or a deputy reaching out, sticking his neck out, trying to do a case on his own to go after someone who's been doing cybercrime, I take my hat off to those types of people. So we need to be strong. We need to be vermin, whatever that word is. We need to be resolute in what we're thinking. We need to stay focused. We need to go after these guys. Do not let Sean Tillery scam you again in another scam. Learn from your mistakes. Be vocal about him. Share my video on your Facebook page. Say, I got scammed by this guy. Here's a video listening to all these videos where he's making claims that he can't substantiate.
Again, the company has not missed a day of payout until this incident has occurred. Okay, but what you also can do for me, if you don't mind, the guy that is posting all this general information.
So if you're not familiar who he's talking about, that particular guy just happens to be in my chat room right now, and I'm so proud to know him. He's actually he's an American citizen. He's fought for his country. He has managed to set up a brilliant website. He currently has 3,120 subscribers, and he could do with a few more. So the link to this, you can, I'm no good at pronouncing his name.
Eletise Mincey.
Eletise. I'm going to get that name, and it's going to be tattooed on my forehead soon. Eletise Mincey. Go have a look at his videos, and we might check out a couple of his videos. He's got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, I get paid daily. He's got your own website. Didn't know you had that. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So, and he also helps people who want to get involved in crypto, and he doesn't hide. This is not a fake profile. This is the real deal. This is a man that you can actually. This is a man that you can actually reach out to, and I'm going to show you something which he probably won't want me to, but let's see if I can find it in a hurry. I might be able to find it. You might be lucky. I might be able to save you. Where are you? Zoom ID. You might be safe. I found this screenshot. Is it there? You might be safe, mate. Oh, you're not safe. Okay. Let's show you this. If I can get this going all right. Hold up. Boy, you might be safe yet. Can't get it off the computer in a hurry. There we go. Hold up. We might be able to. Save the downloads. Hold up. When this. There you go. There he is. That's the man that forged government documents and managed to upload them onto government websites to bring down a company that was worth millions of dollars. What a load of rubbish that is. This is the as the message says, this was Eletise on graduation day for his basic training. Missouri, he's been in the army, he's a veteran, and for somebody to go after our mate, our friend, our man that we're proud to know, and say that here he is trying to, expose scammers just like I am, and these scammers come out with this outrageous statements stating these most amazing things that these people that he's done just to save their own bacon and to make a smokescreen just infuriates me, and that's why I'm losing my words.
We need to go ahead and file a complaint against him for slander and stating information that is not true in regards that I said to ignore the cease and desist order from Texas or from California, which I have ceased all activity in both areas, and I never told anybody to disobey that. So that's one of my complaints I'm going to file against him. If we can all just file in and file a report that he's providing false information to get his YouTube shut down, that would be phenomenal. Spread the word all around the world for Trage and blow this guy up out of the water. Thank you so much. His last name is Mincey, whatever his name is. Anyway, let's go from there. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
I just think that is incredible that he's telling people, just doing some housework here, he's telling people to do to try and shut down a YouTuber's channel. I just think it's amazing. We've got some interesting, we've got in addition to contacting the TSSB and the DFPI, you can also report at a government link. So Susie's put some links in the chat room where you can actually do a complaint to the government directly, and it really makes a difference. And I hopefully you mean thank you for sharing that photo, exclamation mark, for real. All right, so the last one is a 5-minute recording. I listened to this yesterday, and I think this one was actually prior to all the other voice recordings. So I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure of the date. That's what I'm trying to say. But the information in it, and you can just, the guy, this is the bottom feeder. This is the disgusting individual. This is the guy that is really I'm not even going to use his same strategies. But this, g'day Troy, nice to see you. Trey, I should say. No, hey Trey, I'm off to Sydney in a couple of days. Do you live in Sydney? Do you want to come meet me? Already meeting one guy at the airport, which is quite cool. But I'm just saying that the strategies and the disgusting individuals these bottom feeders are, the lengths they will go to try to save their own bacon is just unheard of. But this last clip, I'll stop along the way. But when I listened to this, I thought, oh my goodness, these guys are just shockers. So I've got to play it.
Hey, good day, everyone. This is Mr. Tillery. I've been sitting here thinking about this whole entire thing that has happened. And if you think about it, initially, the state of Texas presented a cease and desist, which was baseless.
Okay, we've got Bid Harvest guys. Andy Holloway, I think his name is, was saying that it was fake. Somebody, with others, we've heard it all before, and I think this is when they first got the Texas letter. But anyway, to say that this was faceless is just incredible. Just to say that a government warning is not worth the ink it's printed on or the screen it's on.
And he knew that. Then this event occurred. Now, this happened to masquerade the actual attack. It was done to other companies, but not to the extent of what was done here with Trage. That's my common belief. Now, the next part of this is, since people are in what they call the situation of unstableness, and they're scammering and they're trying to solve problems and ask questions and do all these things here, is it something that the company did? Now, if you think about it, the company is hosting an event with 2,000 people in Busan, and they are conducting business as normal. And then all of a sudden this attack occurs. When this attack occurs, it happens unannounced. No one knows what's going on. Now, I think the next step is this. People's faith will start to wane in the belief in the company. And then the next step will be, I want to file suit against the company.
Yeah, in the previous recording, he's telling people don't file a complaint with the company. What do you think would actually happen if we played that out? So let's say the company gets a lawsuit. Where is this company? And where are the people that are the company? Or do you think they would group people like Sean into this whole pile of cesspool, and he would be labeled as part of the company? Let's say you work for Kmart, and Kmart decide to privatize the marketing department, and they hire all these multi-level marketers to do their marketing. Do you think that the multi-level marketers that were hired by Kmart are liable for what they say? Or can they just go out there and be reckless and do whatever it takes to get that sale in for Kmart? Just using Kmart as an example. I don't think so, Tim. I don't think you could stand up in front of a judge and say, I was hired by Kmart and I could just say anything I like to get the sale in the door. I think a judge would actually say, well, you're liable, you're individually liable for what you say. You cannot be reckless. Now, Bitcoin Rodney is someone who is currently incarcerated in prison. And one of the things he was charged with was his recklessly promoting crypto opportunities that didn't exist. It's quite an interesting court case. Now, I have a video of him promoting these scams, and I was actually, in a meeting with the IRS, Homeland Security, and the FBI, and they were watching my video, including the head prosecutor, and they were watching my video of Bitcoin Rodney promoting Hyperverse. So people go, oh, this will be insubmissible evidence, these videos. Well, they're not. These recordings that we've got are going to be used. And I don't believe that these guys, these multi-level marketers, can say that I weren't associated with Kmart, for example, but they will be associated by what they said and what they promoted, and they individually are liable. And this is the main reason I feel like Sean has made an emphasis on 2 of these recordings to tell people, do not file a complaint. It's exactly what you need to do. You need to file a complaint. Doesn't matter if you lost $100, 10,000, or whatever it is. I've got an interview coming up with a lady who lost $100,000 to a like-minded scam, Wee Global, and she wants to talk and tell her story. $100,000. Yeah, you want your money back. And you're angry. Well, get angry, and go after these guys.
So that now this gives them the ammunition to report Trage as not being a legitimate company. So that people will start saying, well, the company took my money. The company did not take your money. But this is all orchestrated, I honestly believe, the more I think about this. And so now what you have to do is be patient. I am on vacation, as you guys know. This is well planned, well in advance, number one. Number two,
he's on holiday. That's why we aren't sure of the timeline exactly, but the timeline that's on the thing here does say the 24th of the 11th, 10th, and American and New Zealanders have that around the other way. So it could actually be literally nearly 30 days ago, or just after the Texas complaint come out, which is, I think, the timeline would be about right.
Patient. As we get this information, as I get information, as you can see, even though I was on vacation, I made many posts to you guys to keep you guys updated as I get it. And everyone should do the same. As you get information, you should post. Everyone should be posting information because there's different groups who have different access levels of information to keep the world apprised of what's going on. Okay? So now, the worst thing people can do is make this a thing about the company.
That is exactly opposite. Now, that's the worst thing that they could do for him and his bacon. This is exactly what you should be doing. And this is the 3rd time he's emphasized the fact, do not go after the company. Can you give me one logical reason why you wouldn't go after a company who's taken your money, paid out enormous amounts of money to these multi-level marketers, and then you haven't received anything, hoping that the paradise is going to come that will never eventuate?
And file any lawsuit against the company. If you do that, you're falling in the hands of the I guess I'll say the powers that be. This is exactly what they need so that they can say the company did not pay anybody. Because you guys know as well as I know, Trage has never ever missed the date of pay to anyone since I began, period. Or anyone has not received their compensation. So now they want this to be something that we now as members, those weak in faith, to do the same. Start to complain. Do not do that. This is totally, something that I think it was a planned attack. The more I think about it, and now they're waiting for us to lose faith. So please, you guys.
Do you need to have faith in a business a deal? I mean, do we need to bring religion into this? because they go after those communities with religious beliefs. That's how they build their communities. Can you imagine going into the bank and saying, look, I'd like to make a deposit for $10,000, and the bank says, well, we've got a special going here at the moment. If you deposit $10,000 in 600 days, we're going to give you 3 times your money that you invest. And then you go in there and they go, oh, that would be absolutely awesome. And then you go in there 2 weeks later and they go, well, we've lost your principal. The principal's all gone. Actually, unfortunately, the servers they've misrepresented us. They've got us confused with another company, and they've ripped out our servers where all your money was. Could we keep it digitally in the back there? And we don't want you to go after us. We just want you to sit there and have faith. How would you feel? Not too good now? No, you wouldn't, would you? So you'd go after the bank and you go, you guys are lying to me. You're pieces of shit. You sold me this, and you told me this, and you told me that he was in charge. You told me that he had servers that wouldn't get blown up at blah, 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 and you go and sue the company. Why wouldn't you go and sue the company? Why wouldn't you go after? Because this guy's, he works at the bank. He's one of the tellers who's been telling Tully, his last name's Tully. The name's Michael Teller. Tully, must be a bunch of bananas. So he's the guy you want to go after. If you live in Santa Fe, I think it's Santa Fe, somewhere around there, then you need to go after him. And we are on a fact-finding mission. We're actually going after him because he stuck his neck out and tried to go after one of the Avengers. We're on a mission, and we're going to go after him. He's already told me to lawyer up, and I'm going, I've done it before, and I would relish the opportunity to lawyer up. But don't be a pussy. Don't say things that you're not going to do. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Hey, look, they've only got another couple of minutes of this video, this recording left. Let's get it done.
Maintain your composure.
Ooh.
Be patient.
Ooh.
And don't forget that this company was doing everything for you to change your life financially. Do not do what they want you to do. And there may be people in here that may have an interior motive, and they may start to complain because that was their intention in the first place.
What, their intention was to sign up for an investment opportunity and complain? Really? And there's people in here that sound like they're villains. They sound like they're victims, actually, Sean.
Just like these guys that talk about that I'm a scammer and everybody that's part of Trage is a scammer. No one's a scammer. First of all, I've never been a scammer. I never scammed anyone. But here's the thing.
Well, we will show a little bit more about him in a minute, but he's been all over behind MLM, and we can see all the other opportunities that he has promoted that have failed in the past. What other evidence do you need? Just imagine you're dying of thirst and you're in the desert and you're walking around, you're looking for water to drink, and you just can't find anything to drink. And then this person walks up with a nice cold glass of water, and they go, here's a glass of water, but before you drink it, I just want you to know there's 1% poison in it, bit of cyanide, just 1% cyanide. Do you want to drink it? You'd go, oh, I'm going to die of thirst. But would you drink the water? Of course you wouldn't drink the water. So why do we listen to people like Sean and say, oh, look, he's had a bit of a checkered history in the past. He's been part of 4 or 5 other scams that we've managed to track and trace, and and he's lost money, but he's learned from his mistakes. And this particular one, well, this is just bad luck, isn't it? It's bad luck. It's not bad luck. He's a scammer. This is how these guys survive. If you don't stop them, if you don't if you don't complain, these guys will just fire another scam and start it all over again. They'll go back to the same community and tell you this is the best opportunity I've ever seen. Unlike, and they'll name the last one that they lost all their money on, or you lost all your money on, and they'll say that company didn't have this right, that company didn't have this right, but this new company does have this right. It just makes me sick. I do this. I've done this for over 3 years, and I've never ever seen any of these opportunities work out for anyone that comes in, especially near the end. The ones at the start, the recruiters, if you go out there and you sell these platforms to your friends and family, yeah, you might make some money, but you don't make any money from the what they claim they're doing, arbitrage trading. What do you mean? They don't do arbitrage trading? They told me they did. Have you got any proof of it? No. But where's the money coming from? Where all these big gala events they're running, where does the money come from?
They want to use a time of an incident to make it seem as if someone was planning on doing something. which is totally untrue. So please just be patient. You know, questions are good, but asking too many questions that no one can answer other than the company, and to expect myself or Janet or any other leader
Who's Janet?
to make up something to satisfy your questions, I promise you it's not going to happen on my part. Okay? It's not going to happen. If I get information, I will give it. If I don't have anything, I'm not going to say anything. Okay? And I will be coming on Tuesday, like I said, to do my presentation. I'm on my vacation. I'm taking this break here to tell you guys this because I think it's important that you guys hear from me. But again, please maintain patience. Understand the company had nothing to do with anything. They were good to us, and they are still good to us. So just be patient, and we'll look forward for that day once business resumes. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful week and weekend. Bye-bye.
All right, so we've pretty much covered it there, haven't we? Look, that recording was actually recorded on the 31st of August. I've got that, October the 31st, 2024. And the other recordings were recorded on the 10th and 11th of this month. At the time of recording this video, it is the 11th of November. I live in New Zealand, so I live in the future. So is this guy guilty? Is he a scammer, or he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time? What do you think? Look, if we go into his wealth building. So this is 2015, and this is Sean Tillery. So Sean Tillery, Wealth Builders Network, and he built this up multi-level marketing scheme. I do not know it from a bar of soap. I just remember that when I searched for his name, when I first set up his profile, I found all this big article all about wealth networks. But I do believe that he was the person behind this wealth network here. That was just one. And then we've got Nike Gold Trading Bot Review. And this was in 2022. So just 2 years ago, here Sean was promoting another, get this, bot. What do we call it? A Nike Gold Trading Bot is a MLM investment opportunity. Does this sound familiar to Trage? And you can just about guarantee that that the people that were scammed in this event also was enticed to get scammed with Trage Technologies. Look, I don't even want to get into going through all this sort of stuff. But like I said, you're in the desert, you've got no water, somebody comes up to you with a nice cold glass of water, and they tell you that it's got a little bit of poison in it, a bit of cyanide. Would you drink it? That is the question. Of course not. I asked ChatGPT because if it's good enough for Sean to use ChatGPT, it's good enough for me to use it and ask about him. Go into ChatGPT and ask him who Sean Tillery, multi-level marketing, the total. What I did is I asked it who Sean Tillery, who he is, and it come back with all this information about him. And it's just ridiculous. So that basically concludes what we're going to do on Sean. I think I just want to have a look and see. Now, just this whole video was about first of all, it was, hey, how come I get paid dailies down, mate? Do you need a host? I can host your website for you. Let me know. But anyway, so remember, we've got these cease and desist letters. We've got one from California, and we've got one from Texas. The Texas one has one more day to actually file a complaint, to reply to the complaint. He was alleging they weren't signed. I'll get rid of that in a minute. And there's the Texas State Security Board one. I always say bond, but I've got it right these days. And it's 18 pages long. So it's just amazing. And if you don't report it, as Susie said, if you don't report, you have no shot at getting your money back. In fact, your money's as good as gone. And let me explain how it does actually work. Let's say crypto. Now let's go use Bitcoin Rodney. Bitcoin Rodney had millions of dollars. The first thing they do is they seize Bitcoin Rodney's money and finances. Bitcoin Rodney was trying to sell. He was trying to sell his luxury vehicles to government agents. He didn't know that, of course, and he bought himself a one-way ticket, and he was on the way to Dubai. I think he was in LAX. They arrested him at the airport. Now, what happens is I have literally been speaking to real lawyers. I could bring up their names, but we have a lawyer who's in our group, and I will actually bring up his name to prove that I'm not just making up this stuff. Where are we? Now, his name is Joe. He has a practice where he actually can deliver subpoenas on the blockchain. His name is Joe Casey. Joe Casey, I was speaking to Joe Casey, which is a proper lawyer. You can search that and find him anywhere. And he said that once they've got money there, they can go to court, because he's got 2 clients have lost $1 million to Hyperverse. So they can go to court and basically say, we lost that money, and they'll be first in, first serve rule applies. So it's really, really worthwhile actually doing it. But if you don't lay a complaint, you don't have a shit show. So I will go back to my website. In a couple of days, I'm on the way to the Global Financial Crime Summit, 150 delegates from around the world. I'm really looking forward to that. But if you come down to dehek.com, you'll see how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams. You will find the links that Susie's been posting in the chat room in that article. Destroy the evidence. That's what he's telling people to do. We've collected the evidence, so there's no point. And that's the article in there. You'll see. Now we've just got a message coming in from May Summervu. Would you believe this? May Summervu sent me a text, and we're gonna ring up May Summervu. Let's see what she's done. It looks like she's trying to report a scammer to me. So why don't we ring up May Summervu and let's see if we can get it. He is a scam. You can go after this guy. So that's really funny, and I'm going to actually bring that up in a window because that's quite funny. Let's just do that in a second. I'll just put this window in here. Yeah, so that is funny. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. I'll just right click on that. But anyway, let's go copy forward. Let's see if we can go after this one. So it sounds like May Summervu may have got scammed by somebody else. But she's alleging right now in the chat room, well, not the chat room, she's texted me a message. She's saying that this is a scammer. No doubt there's going to be some big player music on this.
So everyone gets 10,000 USD?
Oh, I see. So she's she alleging that Elon is a scammer. Is that what she's doing? I don't know. I'm not going to play this propaganda, but we will give her a ring in a second. It'll be quite funny. My point, though, if this whole exercise is go to the website here and destroy the evidence. We've collected the evidence. Go in here and you can see all the YouTube links of all the people. I'm not going to click on any of them. They all work. Well, they all work at the moment, but you won't. By deleting your videos isn't good enough. You'll need to delete your YouTube channel to do a good job of it. In here, you'll see names of people that are actually in the name and shame list. So what I do is I come to this blog that you're looking at, and I grab all those names that you see, right? And these are all names of people that we've found promoting Trage Technologies. And when I'm in the back end of the website, I can add them as tags. So I come into here and I basically come down here and I go into tags and I paste everybody's name and I go add. Now that means that I have created an individual page for everybody's username, and that will mean when that loads, I'll go back to this blog. It's saving at the moment, saving. I've got a very powerful website, which has a very powerful web presence. It's been going for over 20 years, so the search engines gobble up anything that I give it. But when you go to this blog here, and if you go to the bottom, you'll see that I now have all these names. And I'll give you an example. We'll go and search for Mars Honda, right? Mars, oh, there it is. I've already got a name highlighted, isn't it? Okay. So there's Mars Honda. So you can see now that I have a page on my website because I've created a tag for Mars Honda. When you click on that, it will take you to her tag. And that basically means that when somebody searches for Mars Honda, is she a scammer? This page will come up in the search results and it will be dedicated. But I thought I mustn't have had her name already in the system. But if we search for Mars Honda in the search engines, you'll see that my blogs, my YouTube videos come up with her And these are all YouTube videos that I've defamed her with. You can see that she's already in behind MLM. But if you go an extra effort and say, is she a scammer, or just put scam, then you'll see that our website comes up in the results. And if you scroll down here long enough, you'll find, different tags that bring up the website. And that's kind of what we're sort of really doing, really. Look, that's basically my live today on Sean Tillery. And if you do know the guy and you want to provide us any information, we really appreciate it. But now I'm going to flip out of this and go into a different segment. So thanks for watching the first part of my live. I'm going to chop this up and make this a video so we get more publicity out about this dirty, disgusting scammers. I don't actually really want to see Sean starting another scam. I just showed you that 2 years ago he was promoting another bot that was obviously fallen over, and then he's straight into promoting Trage Technologies. He's hiding his identity. We know what area he lives in. We have his phone numbers. I'm sure he wouldn't be that hard to track down. He doesn't want you to report these to government officials, and that's exactly what we want you to do. And I know it might be a bit of a pain. We know it might be embarrassing. We know that a family friend member or might have referred you into it, because that's how they build and they grow these platforms. It's all about not what you know, it's who you know. Referral network. They use multi-level marketing to promote these for a reason. It's an easy way to grow a business. You trust a friend refers you into something, and you think, because he's done it, I'll do it. He lost money, I lost money, we're all losing money, we're in the same boat. Well, you're not. You need to get out in the lifeboats. You need to swim ashore, get some land underneath you, get your sea legs better, and then go and report these bastards. All right, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this one.